perfecting your Quran for other people, prolonging your Quran, giving extra charity so other people can see. Allah in the Quran says, whomever wishes Allah on the judgment day, فَمَنْ كَانَ يَرْجُو لِقَاءَ رَبِّهِ, let him do good deeds, فَلْيَعْمَلْ عَمَلًا صَالِحًا وَلَا يُشْرِكْ, and not commit no shirk in it. So if you want Allah on the judgment day and the goodness of the judgment day, do good deeds, وَلَا يُشْرِكْ, and commit no shirk. That's the small shirk that we're talking about here. Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah says, this is the shirk that is a sea with no shore to it. He described this shirk as a sea with no shore to it, and he said very few of this ummah are ever saved from it. Then he gave advice that one should stay away from this shirk riya. The next point is that the Prophet ﷺ said, a hadith where the Prophet ﷺ said, the shirk is in the ummah more hidden than the crawling of the ants. You know how ants crawl and you can't hear them? The same way ants can crawl and you can't hear them and you can't see them unless you look very well for them. The same way this infects you without even knowing it. The Sahaba asked, so what do we do, O Prophet of Allah? And the Prophet ﷺ said, you make a dua, and that dua is, oh Allah, I seek refuge that I commit shirk in you without me knowing it. You guys can write this later on. I'm going to write it now, but you can write it later on. Yes, more secretive, more hidden than the crawling of an ant. No, that's addition from you. Okay, that's the dua that the Prophet ﷺ taught. Allahumma inni. Wait. A'udhu. There's a'udhu right here. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika an ushrika bika wa ana a'lam wa astaghfiruka lima la a'lam. Oh Allah, I seek refuge in you that I commit shirk in you while I know it. And I ask you for forgiveness for that which I don't know. That's the dua for this type of shirk. That after this I'll repeat it over so you guys can all write it. Okay. The next point. What is the effect of the shirk? What does it do to your deed? What does the shirk do to your deed?
Takes them away.
Takes away your deed. Could you get sins for this? Shirk?
Yeah.
If I get up and pray 2 rak'ahs and I got up to pray 2 rak'ahs just to make you guys like me more or think of me I'm more pious. That's the only reason I prayed those 2 rak'ahs. Okay. That makes that salah I prayed, I got a 0 out of it. I just wasted my time. I got a 0. How could I get a sin out of this kind of shirk?
You didn't pray.
If you do a fard salah.
Exactly. If you do a fard salah and you commit this kind of shirk in it. I got up to pray. You know what? I was sitting over there and I wasn't going to pray the Dhuhr or the Asr. And because you guys are here, I got up to pray the Dhuhr or the Asr. Just for you guys.
Yeah, but even if it's not fard, wouldn't it be haram just to get up and pray 2 rak'ahs?
You don't get sins for it.
You're doing it for Allah than all of them.
You don't get sins for it. It doesn't count. You get X'd out. And you should kill it. You should suppress it. If you keep doing that, if you keep doing this, it's going to make all your deeds going. Only someone who fights this temptation would do it once in a while for other people. If you keep doing it, it's going to lead you to become a hypocrite. But the way you can get sins out of this if it's a fard. I went to go to Hajj just so people can call me Hajj Ahmed. That makes it, I got a sin. Why? Because Hajj is fard. I'm supposed to do it. The Hajj is invalid because I did this shirk riyah. So that means I get a sin. I got up to pray to please you guys, Salat al-Dhuhr, I get a sin. I got up to please you with the 2 rak'ahs after Salat al-Dhuhr, the sunnahs, that just gets X'd out. Zero deeds. Okay, the next point, what if the best example, I give it to you an example. If I do something for 2 reasons. For example, the best example for this would be if I go to jihad to fight for the sake of Allah, and I want money, booty. You know, when you fight in jihad and the Muslims take the booty of the enemies, what happens to that?
Split up.
Gets split up among the soldiers. We start off with the soldiers. They get the biggest percent. I go up, you say, you know what? Well, I like to fight for the sake of Allah. I want to defend the Muslim land, but you know what? I also want some of that booty. That's why I went there.
You don't die.
I'll give you two scenarios. The next one is someone who went for jihad and he wants people to say, this guy has a lot of courage. Man, he left all his family and all his house and he has a lot of courage in the fighting. What's the hukum for the two, and what's the difference between the two? I go for jihad. Let's start off with the easy one. And I say, I want to fight jihad so people can say I'm a good warrior.
So is it for Allah and your...
Both, yeah.
It doesn't count. It doesn't count.
It has to be 100% for Allah.
It has to be 100%. That one for sure. No question about it. Because in fact, there's a special hadith. The Prophet ﷺ was asked, a man went for jihad and to be mentioned in good. What does he get out of it? The Prophet, he sincerely went for jihad. Part of it, like maybe 85, 90%, 95, could have been 99% he went for jihad. 1% just so people can talk. What does he get? The Prophet ﷺ said nothing. The man said, a man went for jihad and to be mentioned in good. What does he get? The Prophet said nothing. 3 times he said, the Prophet ﷺ said, Inna Allah la yaqbal, Allah doesn't accept except that which is 100% for his sake. Now let's go to the second one, the harder one.
Do they still die Muslim?
They die a Muslim, but they don't get the great reward for that being a martyr. We treat them as a martyr because we don't know what's in their hearts. But in front of Allah, it's different. The next one is someone who said, I want to go for jihad and get booty. What is that? Okay, the answer to that, Ibn al-Qayyim says he gets nothing out of it. That's the opinion of Ibn al-Qayyim. Ibn Rajab and a lot of other scholars said he gets reward for it. What's the difference to Ibn Rajab between the second one and the first one that I mentioned?
There's no difference, he's saying.
Ibn al-Qayyim said there's no difference. Ibn Rajab said there's a difference. And I think there is a difference. The difference is taking the booty is a legit cause. You can't go for the sake of Allah and get that wealth to you. You know, that's one of the things that encourages. It's part of the benefits of jihad. It's no problem someone seeks that. However, it's not like some guy who went solely for the sake of Allah. He doesn't want nothing. He's not going to take nothing. And another guy who went for the sake of Allah and for that. The difference between the two, one is a legitimate reason. It's one of the benefits that Allah approved for us and gave us. The first one is nah. And you apply this rationale. And the reason, the jihad example I gave you is the easiest one, so you can understand it. But you apply this rationale to anything else similar to this. Okay, the next point is how you know Shirk al-Asghar when you see it. Shirk al-Asghar, this is general, not just about Riyah. Shirk al-Asghar has to be mentioned in the Quran or the Sunnah, always. The next point is that Shirk al-Asghar must have proof that it's not from Shirk al-Akbar. So this one we know it's not Shirk al-Akbar because the Prophet ﷺ said that in the hadith. So there's two rules for Shirk al-Asghar. First of all, that the Prophet or Allah have to say that it's shirk. The second one, they have to say that it's not of the major shirk. That's how you know it's Shirk al-Asghar or not.